Welcome back to BlackTideTV. Today we are doing the Grandmaster Prestige Appreciation Day. We're going to open these 10 supply drops that I got, which I still think is a measly reward. If you don't know much about that, go check out my article on Game Skinny regarding the topic. I don't really want to explain it all because it's a pretty big argument that I put up for this measly reward. But before we get into these 10 supply drops, we are going to look at my stats because I have not touched my character since I got to Grandmaster Prestige. So this is pretty crazy. We're gonna do a stat review of what my character, like what my whole combat record looks like once I finally hit Grandmaster Prestige. I literally stopped playing the second that I got Grandmaster Prestige. I dropped out of the game that I was playing in, and I immediately just stopped playing it. I've just been playing Destiny ever since. So this is pretty crazy. We're actually going to see every single statistic exactly at Grandmaster Prestige, and then we're going to open up these supply drops, and we're going to hopefully get some elite weapons so we can keep doing elite versus elite on the channel. So let's go ahead and look at this combat record and see how good I am now that I'm max prestige. So as you can see up there, rank commander, level 50. Congratulations, you are max prestige. So yes, I am a big sweaty tryhard at Call of Duty Advanced Warfare. Time in combat. This is the time that I've been in the game. This doesn't count sitting in the menus. This doesn't count waiting for games to start. This is game time, like when I was actually playing in game. 16 days, 5 hours, and 14 minutes. So that's intense. That's a lot of time in game. We've got 54,975 kills, 1,754 wins, a really big score. My KD ratio is actually positive in this game. Usually it goes down below positive because I usually do a lot of goofy things. You've seen some of the goofy things that I do if you've watched any other videos on this channel. I do like trying to shoot down paladins with the rocket launchers in this game and stuff. That got me a lot of deaths, and my KD would certainly be higher if I didn't goof around and do crazy stuff in this game. Do the crazy stuff that I do, go for all the camos with all the weapons and all kinds of crazy stuff like that. If I did that, I could probably have a KD above 2. I really think I could. Win-loss ratio, we're sitting at exactly 1. So there's that's pretty great, guys. We win for every time we lose, so that's not bad. Score per minute is 298.61. I'm not really sure what a leading score per minute is in this game, so I'm not even sure about that. Deaths, we got a whole ton of deaths, and my accuracy is just perfect. 18.7999999%. That's great. I'm very accurate. Games played, we've got 3,586 games played. So that's pretty crazy that you can play this game for 16 days and you'll only have played like 3,500 games. That's pretty insane. Over on the right there, you'll see my personal bests. That's in a single game. Like in a single game, I got that many medals. So like 38 Vanguard medals, 38 one-shot, one-kills. So I had a very good sniper game, obviously, at some point. Shield bash, that would be the shield video that I've done on this channel. You can probably go back and find that. That's where I got those 32 shield bashes, was in that game. So it looks like, from the look of my personal bests, I'm like a huge sniper. I've got the one-shot, one-kills. I've got the spotters. I've got the long shots. But I'm really not a sniper in this game. So it's weird that those are my personal bests. Game modes. I'm just gonna do the top 5 of like all these things, and then we'll get into the supply drop opening. So game modes. Let's see. We've got Team Deathmatch is our #1 game mode with 588 wins, 1.54 win-loss ratio. Oh, just wait till you see the win-loss ratio on my free-for-all. Domination, 229 wins with 1.09 win-loss ratio. So these are Team Deathmatch and Domination are where I get my majority of clips on the channel, and that's why they're really up there with a lot of wins, because I play them more than anything else. Search and Destroy, I've been playing the hell out of lately. I never really play Search and Destroy when the game first comes out, when any Call of Duty first comes out. Usually in like the last couple months, I'll switch over to Search and Destroy, and I'll just, in every single Call of Duty game, as soon as I switch over to Search and Destroy, like 2 months before the next game, I just go beast mode search and destroy. If I try search and destroy in the first like couple months, I'm terrible at it. If I get into search and destroy in the last 2 months, I'm like the best search and destroy player. I'm getting like 17-0 and crazy scores like that back to back to back to back. So I've been playing lots of search and destroy on my last couple prestiges, just trying to rank up the grandmaster so I could get those 10 advanced supply drops. So obviously that's worked out, and it's become my third game mode. Fourth is Hardpoint. This is another one that I get a lot of my Elite versus Elite clips on and crazy stuff like that. And Free for All with a 2.73 win-loss ratio. That's intense, guys. I am very good at Free for All. Weapons. My favorite weapon apparently is the ASM-1 Magnitude, even though I don't use it a whole ton. These things kind of all get screwed up. I mean, the Semtex is right, but that one, like favorite score streak, Aerial Recon Drone, that is so not right. I barely ever use the Aerial Recon Drone. It just puts it in there for whatever reason. But favorite weapon is the ASM-1 Magnitude, which actually makes sense. I did use the ASM-1 for a very long time. ASM-1, we have got 7,595 kills with a KD ratio of 1.1. Accuracy is only 16%. Next is the bow. You can see that the top 3 weapons are like the most overpowered weapons in the game, are the top 3 weapons that I use. It's kind of crazy. That even though I've done all these other weapons and I've got the camos completed on every single weapon, that these remain my top 3 weapons. So the bow is just a little bit behind the ASM-1 with 6,414 kills, 1.18 KD ratio, and a better accuracy and more headshots. Then we have the Moors, which I have way better accuracy, but a worse KD ratio. I've been getting killed a lot with the Moors. Next we have the AK-12, which isn't bad. It's actually a higher KD than any of my other weapons, but it's just not that many kills. I just don't use it too often. And finally, the AE4, which is very weird because I can't remember using the AE4 for a whole ton of stuff. I can't remember using it a whole lot. Exo Launcher, well, it goes from Semtex, where I've used 5,000 and I've got like 500 kills, to Spike Drone, where I've used 653 and I got 53 kills. It's pretty great. It's just like 5,600. Obviously, I've been using the Semtex since the game first came out, and these things I've only used like slightly in doing stupid stuff. Score streaks, like I said, I don't know why Aerial Recon Drone is right there, because when I click on it, comes the UAV first. Like UAV, I've earned 1,000 of. That's like my most used score streak. Missile strikes, Vulcans, bombing runs, pretty much easier stuff to get. The Aerial Assault Drone, or as I call the Angel of Death. They're all like the easier to earn but higher killing score streaks. Finally, my medals. The medals aren't that crazy. I mean, one of my favorite things that I got in the entire game was this. I finally got this, like 6 Call of Duty games later, and I finally kill an enemy by dropping a care package on them. Oh man, it was classic. It was so classic. Oh, I loved it. When I actually witnessed it, it wasn't just like I dropped the care package and ran away. I was actually sitting right there. Like I had hid in a corner, and I brought in the care package. It was in Search and Destroy, and I brought in the care package right in front of me, and I was hiding in like this little corner, like this spot where you can't really be seen. And I called it in because it wasn't. I don't use care package. It was more like it was a supply drop package. And this guy runs up and he's looking for me because he knows that I'm somewhere around there because I dropped the care package. And he's like running around trying to find it, and the care package slams right on top of him, right in front of me. Last kill in the game, and we won the game. So that was definitely a classic moment. I didn't get it on capture. I was so pissed that I didn't have my capture card running at that time. But it was classy, and I finally got this after like 6 games. Other than that, my score streaks are pretty, or not my score streaks, my medals are pretty average. I do have a ton of payback medals. That's my most earned medal, I think. So that's pretty crazy. All right, enough about me. Let's open up these beautiful event supply drops. Hope for some elites, because we really want to keep elite versus elite going until this game is done. And the only way that we can do that is if we get more elite weapons. Like if I go to my armory really quick before we get these supply drops open, don't leave yet. Well, I do have the roundhouse. I'm going to do a video on that in the future. But I have pretty much pairs of everything except for certain weapons, and then there's a lot of weapons that I don't have either of yet. So let's go say we create a class real quick. Assault rifles. I need the other AE4. Start taking notes right now of what I need, and I can pretty much remember what I need, but you guys will have to take notes if you really want to stick around. I need both STG 44s. I need obviously I could do with an AK-47 or an M16. That would be really cool. BALs I'm done. AKs I'm done. ARX I could use the other one that's not the steel bite. I don't know what it is. Don't tell me. I need the Insanity. I need the Boar Strike IMR. The MK14s I'm done. KF5 I could really use the Breakneck. I've been waiting for that one for a while. A lot of people have actually asked me to do a KF5 Elite versus Elite, and I really want to, but I need that Breakneck first. I need the other MP11, the Squeaker. Funny story, I actually had the Squeaker. It was the very first Elite I ever had, but I wasn't actually capturing videos or making YouTube videos at the time, so I completely deleted it. I was just like, I used it for a bit, and I said, this sucks, because it was like really rapid fire, and you can barely control it. And I said, this weapon sucks, so I deleted it. And then I decided to start making videos, and then I got the Goliath, and the rest is history. ASM1s, that one is coming soon. SN6, we're done. SAC, I could use 3 different elite variants for the SAC. We need the one single-handed one, and then we need both of the akimbo ones. AMR9, I need the Dynamo, I believe it's called. Sniper rifles, we could do both SVOs, we could do both links. The Morse is done. We could do the NA45. I don't know what the other one's called. The Atlas 20mm, we're done. I could definitely go with the Cell 3 cauterizer. I know that's one of the weapons that a lot of players really want. A lot of YouTubers have wanted this, and it's very hard to get because there's only like three different versions of it. Obviously, I could use some elite blunderbusses. I've got every other variation of blunderbuss. TAC-19 is done. S12, I could use both. Bulldog is done. Heavy weapons, I could use both ohms. I could use the M1's done. The Pytek's done. The XMG is done. The EPM3 Parsec, I believe it's called. Then I would be done all of the heavy weapons, apart from the ohm. Special weapons, the M1 irons. The heavy shield, I mean, that's not a big deal. It doesn't change anything. Same as the MDL. So, yeah, so let's get into this. Actually, secondary weapons. I need the other Atlas 45. I need the other RW1. I need both MB443s and the other PDW, the Crusher. These ones we don't really care about unless we get the other Maz, because that would be very cool. And the other crossbow. So I have a lot of single elites. Hopefully we can pair them up with some extra elites by opening these 10 advanced supply drops. Hopefully Sledgehammer didn't douche out on me and like totally give me a bunch of ass. Like, I got to Grandmaster Prestige for this shit. They better have given me something good. So let's go ahead and start opening these. Elite! Crappy. Still crappy. I gotta turn this up for a second here. Sorry, my headset was all weird and I couldn't really hear the opening. So I don't collect costume items. They're completely pointless. I'm probably going to do a huge video in the future about what Advanced Warfare did wrong, and this is going to be a big part of it, about the customization items. I might even write an article on GameSkinny about it, so make sure you stay tuned. So we got a whole bunch of ass baggery right now. Hopefully we can get some good weapons. I mean, the sweeper looks okay, but I don't collect enlisted or professional variants either unless they're special supply drop only weapons like the blunderbuss. Elite. Oh, that's better. Now I can actually hear the things getting opened. Cool, we got an STG-44. We'll probably make a video on that. That's going to be a cool one to do. The smokeless looks pretty cool. I mean, it's pretty bad actually. It's like -1 damage and +1 handling. That's kind of shitty, but the camo on it looks definitely pretty cool, and we'll probably do a video on that one. Elite. Boom! We got an elite. Let's go, guys. That's one elite down. We need the second akimbo SAC-3, or we need the second single-handed SAC-3, because I can't make a one akimbo, one single elite versus elite. That just doesn't make sense. but this is a very cool one. It looks actually pretty shitty. I mean, +3 accuracy with the SAC3s is not very useful, and you're losing range and damage. Like, that's so bad. Let's get another one open here.
Elite. Elite.
A lot more crap. I know the Ransacker. I've seen a lot of players using it, and a lot of people like it, but I don't use it because I'm not using crap that's not elite. Like, I only want elite stuff. Garbage. 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 Okay.
Elite.
You guys, this is a very important that I get something in these next 4 drops, because this is basically deciding the fate of elite versus elite on this channel, because I do not buy advanced supply drops. So if we don't get something in these drops, then we're just going to be waiting until, like, through my gameplays, I might get regular supply drops, and those things are shitty. Everybody knows that regular supply drops suck ass. And if we don't get something in these 4, we're basically leaving the fate of elite versus elite up to random supply drops that I might get when I'm making other videos. So this is very important that we get another elite in this.
Elite.
Crappy.
Elite. Elite.
Mayhem royalty. Oh boy. Oh my gosh. Great. That's a really amazing thing to get. Like, oh my gosh, yeah, it's a Mayhem royalty, my favorite weapon in the whole game. Pass. Crappy. Still crappy. Extra crappy. The worst part about getting all this crap is that I can't delete it and get experience for it now, because I'm max prestige. The experience isn't even going to do me any good. Crappy. Crappy. One more supply drop, guys. Let's hope we get something half decent here. We want to get a cool weapon, or we want to get an elite that we can actually use. I'm betting you right now that I'm not going to get anything.
Elite.
Nothing. Nothing. Still nothing. So this was a colossal waste of time. Thank you for joining me. I really am just amazed at all this garbage that I got. I mean, I did get one elite, and I got the STG-44 smokeless. What you just witnessed, what you just saw, this was $20 worth of supply drops. This is what I got for being Grandmaster Prestige. This would have cost me $20. $20 if I had bought this to open it. And what did I get? I got 2 weapons that I'm going to use. This and this. Wow, supply drops suck in this game. Oh my god. So I hope you enjoyed this video, guys. I sure as hell didn't. I hope you liked learning a little bit about my stats. I hope you enjoyed me freaking out about all this garbage that I got in this supply drop. And hopefully you stick around and see some of my other videos while I hope to get some more elites in regular supply drops, so we can keep elite versus elite alive. I know it's a lot of your guys' favorite your favorite series on the channel, but like I said, the future is in supply drops now, and I don't even play Call of Duty like a lot anymore. I'm generally just playing it just to get clips for videos, and then I make my videos, and then I'm done with this game. So hopefully we can see some supply drops in those games, like when I'm getting just random gameplays, and we can keep elite versus elite alive. But until then, we've only got like 2 more elite versus elites lined up, and then we're basically just waiting. So this has been very, very bad. If you enjoyed the video, though, give it a like. Comment down below what you think of, I don't know, what you think of Grandmaster Prestige Appreciation Day and the huge ripoff that it is. I mean, I worked very, very hard to get to Grandmaster Prestige, and what do I have to show for it? 2 shitty guns. So, I hope you, like I said, I hope you enjoyed. If you did, give it a like. Add it to your favorites so you can watch it again, and share it with all your friends so they can enjoy it. Make sure you read all my articles on Game Skinny. If you really, really enjoy the channel, you can click on the card in the top right corner, or you can go to the description box and find the link to Patreon, and you can support me for as little as $1 a month. So that would be pretty cool. Thanks a lot for watching, guys. Have a good day.